What's the difference between an outbreak, epidemic and pandemic? In these fierce occasions we can't get away from the report about COVID-19, otherwise called coronavirus. It's something that rules our news feeds and TVs. Occasions have been dropped. Italy is on lockdown, and nations all around Europe are ordering their own arrangements to battle this viral danger. The World Health Organization, WHO, declared toward the beginning of March 2020 that the infection was presently at a pandemic stage across the world. Yet, what precisely does that mean? Furthermore, how is a pandemic distinctive to an outbreak or an epidemic? Shockingly, the meaning of each word isn't by and large a logical term that is attached to chilly, hard, quantifiable information. Rather, they're words with both logical and political undertones that connect to an entire bundle of various variables. How are their terms estimated? The definitions for every one of these terms are estimated against a progression of various components, like the sickness pervasiveness, occurrence, and the known or obscure pathways of transmission, the illness employments. Have brief extra for 5 irregular realities? These 3 terms are generally used to characterize the spread of another infection, naming it as an outbreak, epidemic, or a pandemic. In any case, what does every one of those words really mean? What is an outbreak? As a rule, the expression episode can be summed up as a little, however uncommon eruption of infection. An outbreak is normally what is utilized to allude to a geologically contained spread of illness. Along these lines, taking a gander at COVID-19, the underlying cases that were contained to China would have been classed as an outbreak. All things considered, these cases got going little in number at this point, still strange because of the obscure idea of the infection. What is an epidemic? An epidemic comprises a sickness, illness or infection that is filling in detailed cases and spreading universally. Along these lines, by taking a gander at COVID-19, when cases in China began to rise dramatically and we began seeing instances of the COVID-19 strain springing up across the world, this moved it from an outbreak to an epidemic. What is a pandemic? A pandemic is characterized as being available worldwide and fanning wild. Along these lines, when the WHO proclaimed the spread of COVID-19 to be at the phase of pandemic, it shouldn't have come as an unexpected given that the infection had spread to 125 nations and regions altogether. In any case, the revelation of a pandemic doesn't mean the apocalypse is near, it just implies that the spread of the infection has arrived at a worldwide extent. In conclusion, one should recall that these terms are however naturally logical as they seem to be political, and that the utilization of the term pandemic by the WHO flags that COVID-19 is a worldwide danger, and that all legislatures should keep making the proper anticipation and aggressive move they are as of now taking. Simply make sure to remain quiet, follow the direction for chopping down the dangers of disease, and call your country's well-being administration for guidance on the off chance that you figure you may have contracted it.